comments on a video that got 800 views.
I know. You know what the problem was? So it was all like, go invest in this Prism Bitcoin. Yeah. You know what that was?
No.
It's the Russians.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know it's the Russians.
We pissed them off. Remember we were talking about? Oh, I was on their side. I was saying like, they're tough.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
I mean? But the other day we were tough on them. Overnight, the Russians hit our YouTube.
Wow. Yeah, that was a lot of comments.
Where's my girl? There's a girl. Is she? Or was it yeah. Where's the girl? The Russian girl likes us.
Lilia.
Yeah. Where's she at? We need your help, girl.
I think she commented. I think she was okay. She said something. She was there. But man, that was a lot of comments, and I was just like, I went to go delete them, and I was like, I can't. They were flooded.
I got some.
You deleted some?
Yeah.
I figured.
On the drive here.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, delete. Red light.
Well, I was like, well, why not keep them? It looks like we got a lot more views.
I love it. Welcome to Outside the Virus. I'm Dustin Tibbetts. This is Cody. Gotta get you a shirt, man, Tibbetts. And this is a show where we talk about stuff going on outside the virus. And got lots of good stuff for you here today. And I'm not just saying that for funsies.
Yeah. No, I got good stuff today too.
Oh, yesterday was American Gladiators. Awesome.
Still didn't watch it, but good for you for liking the show.
Sling TV is free during happy hour virus time. Watch me some American Gladiators, and Pluto has it pretty much always on. I cut the cord.
Well, people would have known that if they would have watched your video the other day.
Yeah.
That Sling was free.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Insert card up here.
Nice.
Hey, we're getting the Blue Angels, by the way. That's outside the virus.
Is that official?
We're not getting them here. Tomorrow, they're gonna fly from West Palm down to Miami, do a massive loop, and go back up to some base up there. How long do you think it takes them to fly from Boca Raton to Miami?
20 minutes.
8.
Oh!
8 minutes. It's gonna be an 8-minute flight all the way down the coast from Boca Raton. And you guys know, if you're on the other coast there, how long does it take to drive from Boca Raton to Miami? That's an hour and 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say an hour and a half.
That's not, yeah. I mean,
wow.
Traffic, 8 minutes. So they're not coming to Tampa though. We got booted off the list.
Well, we booted them off the list, and then they said, "Fine, we're not coming." It was a whole thing.
How do you do that? You don't do that to the Blue Angels.
Well, I know, but they were supposed to be the air show or something, and then we said, "No, we don't even want the flyover." And then they said, "Well, we don't want to do the flyover," and then it was a whole thing. Like,
don't piss off the Blue Angels.
No, we need them.
I never forget. I went over to the other coast when I was younger to see the Thunderbirds. And there was the Adams Mark Hotel that blocked. You couldn't see the city. The Adams Mark was so tall, and we were right on the water. And the announcer's like, "Ladies and gentlemen," oh, he went crazy. And then you saw the Thunderbirds fly over. He goes, "The Thunderbirds!" And they all flew over. And I'm like, well, that's not very exciting. And about 4 seconds later,
yeah, it's that loud
babies flying, spit coming out of your mouth. It was crazy.
Babies flying. Did you see when they break the sound barrier? That's always the coolest videos on YouTube.
There was one jet that flew over the water, and first he flew by slow, and then he turned around and came by and flew, and you saw the thing come out.
Yeah.
That was loud.
It's like a crack of thunder.
Speaking of jets, can I go?
Yeah. No.
I lied. Jets, by the way, the ETF, not the football team.
Oh.
JETS is the way.
Jets.
Yeah. is the way to play the airlines. And so Warren Buffett just sold off all the airlines, right? He admitted that he did that. Well, Jets saw its biggest fund flows ever, meaning money coming into that ETF, biggest ever.
Whoa.
Biggest ever. It was like a quadruple for them.
Really?
People betting against Warren Buffett.
Wow.
Do you go against Warren Buffett?
No, you can't, right? I mean,
he's a long-term guy, so you got to buy the argument that airlines are going to take a long time to recover, but he's a long-term guy. Apparently everybody's betting against him. Biggest inflow ever.
He's probably not so much long-term anymore, you know, he's kind of...
His company's long-term. Let's not go there.
I enjoyed that the other day. How about Lyft? Are you done with yours?
Sure.
Oh, okay. I was trying to move on quick for the people.
Oh, for the people, yeah.
Lyft?
Yeah.
Your favorite? They don't make any money.
Don't make any money, but good job.
Their revenues rose 23%.
Means they lost less.
Yep, they lost less. But they said they're still looking at different ways of cutting out excess fat, stuff they don't need. So.
There's this like give and take between Uber and oh my gosh, Lyft is nobody, and then Lyft and Uber's in trouble. Lyft gets the upper hand here.
Yep.
Uber's today, by the way. Uber reports after the close.
Yeah. Well, for now, Lyft is currently trading higher. They're actually up. They were up 22% a little bit earlier today. 20% on the day.
Do you sell that?
Yeah. Yeah. You have to.
If you bought the stock just a couple days ago, do you sell that pop?
Yeah. Why not? I don't know. I don't like Lyft anyway. So. You ever taken a Lyft? You ever taken Uber?
Uber, I took.
Yeah. I've never taken
twice.
a Lyft.
Yeah.
Taken Uber a few times.
Oh, we did take a Lyft. We were in Ohio and we looked up Uber. There was nobody in the area. We looked up Lyft and there was one, but we'd already called a cab. Cab was on the way.
Oh.
And we did the whole thing where we came out of the hotel and we were like, there's the cab sitting there.
Yeah.
And we're like, the lady's like, cab? No. Getting a Lyft. And then she texted me later and she's like, you bastard. And she went this whole rant. And I'm like, how'd you catch me? Like,
oh, wow.
I felt bad.
That's pretty crazy.
But there was nobody there. Nobody in the town to work. Speaking of selling, I still am currently the high offer for oil. I'm literally holding up the price of oil at the moment.
How does that make you feel?
Not good.
Really?
No, I want out.
Yeah.
I want to take the profit. And remember the other day I was saying I made like a Bentley-sized bet on oil, and I'm trying to get out of it. And so I'm just waiting here patiently. If I got my phone on, so if the text message goes off, then I got my order filled. But right now, high bid or high offer. See what happens. I'm not changing it. I'm leaving it there.
You're just gonna hold.
I'm leaving. I want it there. That's where I want it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Costco. Sales fell for the first time in over a decade.
Making people wear masks.
Right. But that's pretty insane to me that over 10 years.
They're good. I mean, that's like a what do you call those people when they it's a not religious, but they believe in a company so much that that's their company.
Well, they're usually like they have a name after the person or after the company, like a musketeer.
Oh, jeez.
Elon Musk, they're musketeers.
He's gonna get a $730 million payout.
Yeah.
Stock price is high enough and staying high. They made a profit. Speaking of earnings, by the way, Peloton, Twilio, Lyft, HubSpot, and Yeti all reported earnings. Did well. Those are your standouts. Yeti, the cup.
Yeah.
The $40 or whatever cup.
It's not real.
It's stupid. And they spend a lot of money on advertising, but hey, they killed on earnings. Good job.
So does Peloton. Peloton spends a lot on advertising, and
they did really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really killed it. But they went in, I believe they went more influencer marketing because they got a lot of athletes, golfers are all on it.
Smart.
ESPN guys are all over it.
I would do that. We can't do that here.
Yeah, influencer marketing's got to be the way to go. They did it. Good job.
Peloton good. On the downside, Buckle, Carvana, Sonos, Spirit Airlines, and TiVo all missed poor on earnings there. But you can kind of guess some of them. Buckle saw their earnings drop 80%. Or sales drop 80%. Stores are closed. Carvana, etc. Yeah.
You didn't talk about Penn missing earnings?
Penn missed on earnings?
Yeah.
Well, when you've got an influencer,
yeah,
that's the end of the.
I got the influencer.
What are you gonna do?
I'm out of stories. I was gonna go with either Neiman Marcus closing a lot of filing for bankruptcy, or Google. Google had their Google City in Toronto. I don't know if you know about that, but they had their Google City by Sidewalk Labs.
Canceled.
They said no mas. So those are my two.
That's stories. There's a lot of this going on. I don't mean to be like fear guy. I'm a little fired up today, but I don't mean to be like fear guy out there. But there's a lot going on this week, but yet the market's going up.
Yeah.
Got to make you wonder.
I actually just got a text from someone that doesn't watch the market, who was like, hey, there's a lot of people unemployed. How are the markets up? That seems to be a consensus.
Yep, I tweeted out a little bit ago because the Fed is going to start buying more ETFs. Maybe not even just the bond ETFs like they're doing now. And so I'm like, do they have to pay the expense ratio? Or does the Fed call these funds and they're like, hey, we're going to buy a couple $100 billion of your fund.
Well,
give us a deal.
Did you see that guy's response to your tweet?
I didn't say, no, I literally tweeted it.
It was a pretty funny
I was like drinking coffee. I didn't even see, what did he say?
It was a gif. It was a gif of someone smiling and nodding. It was funny. It was a good.
Oh, okay.
It was a good response.
A little nod there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna cover some stat thing here for you, and then got something maybe will get me fired up. See what you guys think. I really want feedback on this, but first thing we'll cover is the. All right. So starting on Monday, and you don't know who that is?
I know I should. No, I don't.
So, hell, I can't think of his name.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson, that's who it is.
Go.
Yeah,
Good guess.
Came to play today. Okay, so, fun game here.
Cool.
Stock pickers market. A lot of stuff, a little crazy, a lot of volatility out there. So what I did is I looked starting Monday, so you have time to look at this, starting coming up Monday here, through the next 30 days. What I did was I said, what's the best performing sector and ETF? Huh?
Oh,
right?
That's a good one.
So historically, looking back over the last 10 years, I should have done 20, but last 10 years, from Monday, 30 days out, what's the best performing sectors to be in? So you see that on the screen there. Don't be scared, that's just all the data. Healthcare, XLV ranks as the best. Median gain 1.38%, average gain 0.65%. It's the best no matter how you do it. Healthcare is the best. All the way off to the right, percent of the time it's positive. 70% of the time, which means 7 out of 10 years, it's positive, starting from Monday through the next 30 days. That's what the markets come to. It's stats, man. Everybody's looking at the same thing.
Yeah.
Worst performing sector, you want to guess?
I don't know.
Okay, no guess. Energy. And it's already been down, so that's the question. Is it going to be worse or whatever? But you would think maybe energy would do well through the summertime or getting into the summertime. But energy is the worst. Median loss 2.19%, average loss 1.57%. It is only positive 40% of the time. So 4 out of the last 10 years it's been positive. And you can see that highlighted on the screen there, how things are going. I just kind of like the green and the red that you see on there. I was just trying to show like years that are above average, below average. It didn't have to be negative to be there. So that's that. And then if you're scared of that, I just put a real simple chart together. That one's even easier. What we did is we put over the next 30 days, which is the best performing, which is the worst performing, everything in between. And then under the ticker symbol at the bottom, we put the percentage of the time that it's positive, just to help you out there. I'm getting better at this.
I was looking at that first one that we had up on the screen, that first thing you were showing.
Yeah.
I looked at that first thing this morning. I go, man, you put in a lot of work into that right there. That's a great stat.
I'm getting faster.
Yeah.
I would say probably 4 Miles Davis songs last night had it done.
For Miles
Davis.
Miles Davis.
The jazz. You got to study jazz.
I was thinking Miles Teller, but that's an actor, I think.
I don't know idea who that is.
Huh, yeah, I can't think of who that is either. But that's a great stat, though. That looked like you put a lot of work in, and people would definitely appreciate it.
Oh, let's say that then. Yeah, put a lot of work into it. I didn't.
Well, yeah, don't sell yourself
I
short.
didn't have like.
That's who that guy is.
Help.
Miles Teller. I figured it out. It's loading. That guy. That's Miles Teller. That's not the jazz artist, clearly.
Oh my God, you picked him out?
No, you said Miles. I thought that's who you were talking about.
But you knew that guy? That guy could walk by me in a 7-Eleven.
He was in the movie War Dogs. I just watched it a couple weeks ago.
That's who it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Okay.
What else you got?
That's it. I told you.
Okay, I'm gonna think about this for a second. This is gonna piss off some people.
Oh no.
That's why I gave you the stat first. I raise the credibility, I bring it back down.
Oh,
you see how I do it?
Yeah.
You learn something. So here we go. What's the lady's name? New York Congresswoman Carolyn Maloney introduces the bill today. She says that doctors, nurses, well actually she says frontline health workers are delivering care to the sickest patients and putting their own safety at risk in order to keep doing their jobs. Therefore, we should pay off their student loans.
Okay.
Agree or disagree? It's
Well,
not a trick question.
No, I mean, but aren't they?
Just them, and only if you're treating coronavirus.
But aren't they always around sick people and could potentially get sick
Good point.
when they're working?
Yeah.
It's the nice thing to do. Didn't airlines say they were giving them free flights, by the way? Isn't that a thing? Anyway, never mind. We'll talk about that later. I thought that was kind of funny.
So I kind of see both sides initially, like, all right, they're heroes, right, in their own respect, but like, aren't they always heroes?
Always yours.
Like, I don't get it. And why are we paying off the student loans? First of all, why are we paying off student loans?
Well, what if they don't have student loans?
There
Then
you
they
go.
just don't get anything?
You get nothing. You can keep going to work. Hero.
So someone that has $100,000 of student loans gets it completely paid off.
That's what they're
Someone that has $0 of student loans doesn't even get $1.
Put the mask on and go to work. That's what they're getting, basically. And you got to be treating coronavirus patients. My wife's a nurse practitioner. She doesn't treat coronavirus patients, but she makes sure that those that are in renal failure stay alive. Is she not a hero? If she had student loans, does she not deserve to get them paid? First of all, nobody deserves to get student loans paid off.
Yeah, I don't know how that...
I hate that argument.
I mean, if you want to... I don't even know. You would have to send like a stimulus check, or you'd have to find a way. If you really wanted to take care of them...
But that's not what she wants to do.
No, I know. I disagree with what she's saying, but if you really wanted to go above and beyond and take care of them and thank them, which we do, we are grateful, then why not go about it a different way by giving them... Because not everyone's going to have student loans that need paid off. So you're not thinking everybody, you're just thinking...
Well, that's the first part of it. She starts by
there's
saying
more.
doctors, nurses, and first responders on the front lines should have this stuff paid off. Then the bill goes on to say frontline healthcare workers will be defined as federal or state law. Oh no, they'll be defined as people who provide healthcare services or who provide COVID health related care service. You can't even say it right. That's no longer first responders.
Yeah.
That's only people treating COVID-19. To me, first of all, nobody deserves to get their student loans paid off, and that's the part that might piss some people off.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, you took the loan.
Yeah.
Well, you could say you're tricked into it. Were you tricked into your auto loan? Were you tricked into your credit card? You could blame the school system. Well, they didn't tell me how I was supposed to know. Google.
Yeah.
Anything you want. I learned Python in 8 weeks. I didn't learn it. I learned what I needed to learn from Python in 8 weeks because I Googled it, and then I found a school, and I'm like, I'm going to do it here.
Yeah.
I don't buy that argument. So, and then second of all, what about the paramedics that go to a house because someone had a heart attack and they don't know that they have the virus? I'm not saying nobody deserves to get their student loans paid off, but should they not get something?
Yeah, it's too broad of a stroke and it's not a good enough
It's
reward.
ridiculous. And then finally, number one, why are we paying off student loans? Just shut up. Stop paying student loans off. And number two, how does that help the people that are risking their lives, doing a great job, have jobs, and they're paying their bills?
Was that New York only? Is that only New York?
No, it's a federal. It's
a federal thing.
Yeah, Congresswoman.
So
Yep.
if I go get a part-time job at the walk-in clinic where they are only doing COVID cases,
Hero,
so that would count.
you be my hero.
I got an idea.
But it's like Congress is sitting around going, hey, I know, how do we help everybody besides the 33 million people that are unemployed?
yeah,
If you're a healthcare worker and in this space, you got a job because there's sick people to take care of.
Yeah.
Right? But what about the guy that has a restaurant and he can't get the PPP loan because all the big companies went after it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous how the money is essentially going to stuff that's not going to help, but yet they're just giving it out.
Yeah.
More and more money. So I thought that was the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I normally don't go into that kind of category there, but wow.
Yeah, you're gonna fire some people up.
Yeah, it's like the filters, with the faucets running water. Congress is just spitting out water, and they're like, "You want some money? Sure, you're a hero. You get money." Okay, what about it? What about the gym owner down the road there? He's got 4 gyms. He can't open.
Yeah, I feel bad for that guy.
He's not a hero, right? But he's not opening anytime soon. Now, I don't want to call him not a hero.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, diabetes.
Diabetes?
I was gonna say diabetes probably.
I was assuming he's in the shape.
No, I was gonna say diabetes does more to people than other diseases. So
you
technically,
could list
he would be more of a hero.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I hear the argument.
but-
It's a heart disease and all this stuff hurts
Yeah,
more people.
that's not the point, though.
But
I get that.
What's going on right now is the virus, and it's like, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Why are we not helping the other people? It kills me. Money's going, and a lot of money is going where it probably shouldn't go. And also, there's a lot of money going out there. I hope you're ready for inflation. I hope you're ready for higher taxes.
Wait for a lot more money to go out, and then.
Yep.
Yeah.
World War II. You had World War II. After the end of World War II, everybody came back and they're like, we spent a lot of money on that war. We have to raise taxes. Highest tax rate? Guess what it was? Do you know?
No.
You weren't around then.
I was.
The highest tax. No, I wasn't around. I just like studying this stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
Highest tax rate at that time. What would you say is a high tax rate?
At that time?
No, just generally, you'd be like, whoa, that's a lot of tax.
Hold on. What year was that?
I don't know. Like exactly when it went up.
No, I was trying to think of when World War II was. 40?
Oh boy, you don't. You don't really? Okay, it was 72. No, you're in the 40s there.
Was that right?
Well, let's look up the exact date if you want. I want to know the exact date where.
Sorry. Yeah. What was?
I want to know the exact date where the tax rate went up. You're 45. So let's say it was after 1945.
That's what I said. And you made me feel bad.
Well, I said 40s. But let's say it was 46, 47. I don't know when the tax rate went up to this much, but whatever you pay now, 22, 24%, at what number would you say, that seems high?
For this day and age, or
Yeah, right
for
now.
back then?
If you normally pay 22% and I told you your tax rate's 50, would you say that's high?
Oh yeah.
Okay, it was 94%.
Holy smokes.
Highest tax rate was 94% because they had to pay for all the money they just spent. We've spent, adjusted for inflation, over 400 times more than we spent on World War II.
Why does nobody talk about that?
Yeah, I don't know. And yet the markets go up every day. I'm starting to turn into a little grumpy guy because of this, because there are people sitting at home doing, you notice how the warehouse is quiet today? We're in an industrial park. all of them are empty. They're just basically hanging out drinking at this point.
Yeah, they are.
Those people over there making the aluminum, really cool stuff, they're gone.
Yeah.
So that bugs me. So
Yeah.
sorry, this was a long one today, but you got stupid stuff like that going on. I think we have to point it out.
I'm not gonna lie, on my way in this morning, thinking about an inflationary period, like where there's so much money coming in, because in theory, if everyone got $2,000 a month for the next 3 months, that's a lot of money for people that don't need it. That really freaked me out about like how weird that could get as far as inflation goes. And
It's not taxed, but it has to be paid back sometime.
yeah,
Right? And same thing with your stimulus check. If you got the $1,200 or whatever you got, you don't pay tax on that. I get that question a lot. It's no tax.
right.
You'll eventually pay it back in the form of higher
Yeah.
taxes, but you don't pay it on your tax return.
Probably a lot more. The interest rate on that's probably massive.
Well, interest rate on what?
Well, like the implied interest rate on like,
Oh,
hey, you're not technically paying it back, but you're gonna pay it back over time.
if you were to count it as an interest
Yeah.
rate, you'd be like, okay, I don't want the money.
Yeah.
We should probably stop there. Let me know what you think about that. Do you think, am I way off base? I mean, maybe I'm wrong here.
And if you're mad, remember the stat. 2 stats.
Please remember the stat. Yeah, that would be helpful. But keep in mind, my wife, healthcare professional, so she even disagrees with it. Like, she's fired up about this stuff.
Really?
And she's in the space.
Yeah.
She has a job, she's happy, gets paid well, call her a hero, maybe not a hero, whatever. She's not in the virus space, but like, okay. Should we not have paid off student loans? Should we just be sitting around waiting for them to pay off student loans? Let's wrap it up.
Bye.
See ya.